Did you know that 85% of sluggish engine performances come from neglected maintenance that takes less than an hour to fix? We're talking about fixes so simple, so cheap, that dealerships pray you never learn them. One of the ones we cover has been hiding in plain sight the entire time. Let's get your engine running like it just rolled off the assembly line, starting with tip number 1, the throttle body. The throttle body is your engine's gateway to air, and right now, it's probably choking every time you drive. Oil vapors, carbon deposits, and combustion residue coat the inside of this critical component. The throttle plate gets sticky, airflow gets restricted, and suddenly, your smooth acceleration turns into hesitation and rough idling. But here's the truth no one's telling you. Cleaning your throttle body is easier than changing your windshield wipers. You don't need a mechanic charging you $150 an hour. You need a $12 can of throttle body cleaner in 20 minutes. That's it. So, what happens when you clean it? Airflow returns to normal. The throttle plate moves freely again, allowing precise air intake control. Second, throttle response sharpens instantly. That annoying lag when you press the gas pedal? Gone. Third, your idle stabilizes because the engine control unit can finally get accurate readings. Here's exactly how you can do it. Turn off your engine and disconnect the negative battery terminal for safety. This is very important. Then locate the throttle body. It's connected to your air intake hose, right after the air filter housing. Loosen the hose clamp with a screwdriver or socket wrench and slide the intake hose off. Now look inside. See that dark, grimy buildup on the throttle plate? You've found the culprit. Spray the throttle body cleaner directly onto deposits and use a soft bristled brush or microfiber cloth to gently wipe away the gunk. You should manually open the throttle plate to access both sides, cleaning thoroughly. Let everything air dry completely. This usually takes about 5 minutes. Reconnect the hose, tighten the clamp, and reconnect your battery. Once you're done, start the engine. It may idle up for the first minute or two while the ECU recalibrates, but then watch how the magic happens. You'll notice a smoother power delivery, better acceleration, and improved fuel economy, almost from 20 minutes of work. Well, when should you do this? We recommend every 30,000 miles, or whenever you notice symptoms. And if your throttle plate has visible cracks or won't move smoothly even after cleaning, then sadly yes, replacement is necessary. But for 90% of cases, a simple cleaning brings it back to life. Tip number 2, the mass airflow and its electrical connector. Now, let's talk about the mass airflow sensor, and more importantly, something most people completely ignore, its electrical connector. The mass airflow sensor measures exactly how much air enters your engine so the computer can deliver the perfect fuel mixture. When this sensor gets dirty or its connection gets compromised, your entire fuel delivery system goes haywire. A dirty mass airflow sensor sends false readings. Your engine runs rich or lean, power drops, fuel economy tanks, and that annoying check engine light starts glaring at you from the dashboard. But here's what most mechanics don't emphasize enough. A corroded or loose electrical connector causes the exact same symptoms. And surprisingly, cleaning the sensor won't fix it. Did you know the mass airflow sensor has 2 critical points of failure? The first is that the sensing element itself gets contaminated with dirt, oil vapors, and debris. The second is that the electrical connector develops corrosion, loose pins, or moisture buildup that disrupts the signal to your ECU. Here's the complete process and how you can address this. First, locate your mass airflow sensor. It's usually between the air filter box and the throttle body. Before you remove anything, carefully disconnect the electrical connector. This is where most people rush, but you need to inspect the connector closely. Look at the pins inside both the sensor side and the harness side. Are they corroded? Green or white crusty buildup means corrosion. Are the pins loose or bent? This breaks the electrical connection. Is there moisture or oil residue? This causes intermittent signal problems. If you see corrosion, spray electrical contact cleaner on both sides of the connector and let it dry completely. For stubborn corrosion, use a small wire brush or a pencil eraser to gently clean the pins. Make sure the connector clicks firmly into place when you reconnect it. Ensure no wiggling or loose fits. For the sensor itself, remove it carefully. These sensing elements are extremely delicate. Use only a dedicated mass airflow sensor cleaner spray. Never carb cleaner or brake cleaner, you'll destroy the sensor. Hold the can about 4 to 6 inches away and spray the sensing wires or film in short bursts. Don't touch anything and don't scrub. Just let the cleaner evaporate naturally. Wait at least 10 minutes for complete drying. Never rush this step. Reinstall the sensor, reconnect the electrical connector with a firm click, and start your engine. Now, what changes immediately? Accurate air readings mean proper fuel mixture. You'll notice the engine runs smoother, throttle response improves, and fuel economy returns to normal. That check engine light? Don't worry, it usually disappears within a few drive cycles. Do this cleaning every 12,000 to 15,000 miles and always check that electrical connector. A $3 can of contact cleaner can save you from buying a $200 replacement sensor. Moving on to your air filter. Your engine needs to breathe, and a clogged air filter is like trying to run a marathon while breathing through a coffee stirrer. The air filter blocks dust, dirt, pollen, and debris from entering your engine. When it gets saturated with contaminants, airflow drops, performance suffers, and your engine has to work harder for less power. Consider this: a clean air filter can improve acceleration by up to 11% and fuel economy by up to 14%. That's measurable, real-world performance sitting in a $20 part that takes 5 minutes to change. Here's the dead simple process. Pop your hood and locate the air filter housing. It's usually a black plastic box near the front of the engine. Unclip or unscrew the housing cover and lift out the old filter. Then hold it up to the light. If you can't see light passing through it clearly, it's time for a replacement. For reusable filters, you can clean them with compressed air, blowing from the clean outward side. But if the filter looks dark, greasy, or damaged, don't waste your time. It's not worth it. Drop in a fresh filter, making sure it seats properly in the housing. Close the cover, secure the clips or screws, and you're done. Replace your air filter every 12,000 to 15,000 miles, or more frequently if you drive in dusty, urban, or construction areas. This is one of the easiest upgrades you can do, and you'll feel the difference every time you accelerate. Next, we have tip number 4. Quality fuel and fuel system cleaner. The fuel you pump into your car matters more than most people think. Cheap, low-quality gasoline contains fewer detergents and more contaminants. Over time, this leaves deposits in your fuel injectors, intake valves, and combustion chambers. These deposits restrict fuel flow, disrupt the spray pattern, and reduce combustion efficiency. Here's the fix: always use top-tier gasoline. These brands meet higher detergent standards and keep your fuel system cleaner. Check your owner's manual for the recommended octane rating and stick to it. Using lower octane than recommended causes engine knock and reduces performance. But even with good fuel, deposits build up. That's where fuel system cleaners come in. Every 3,000 to 5,000 miles, add a bottle of quality fuel system cleaner like Techron, Seafoam, or Liqui-Moly. Pour it into a nearly empty tank, then fill up immediately. As you drive, the cleaner dissolves deposits in your injectors, intake valves, and combustion chambers. You'd be surprised how this $12 bottle prevents carbon buildup before it becomes a $500 professional cleaning service. Your engine runs smoother, idles better, and delivers more consistent power. It's preventive maintenance that actually works. Ready for the last tip? Tip number 5. The engine decarbon treatment. Here's the hidden killer: carbon buildup. Every combustion cycle leaves microscopic carbon deposits on your intake valves, piston tops, and combustion chambers. Over thousands of miles, especially with short trips and city driving, these deposits accumulate in the hard, baked-on layers. This carbon buildup reduces compression, disrupts airflow, causes pre-ignition knock, and steals power from your engine. You'll notice sluggish acceleration, rough idle, increased fuel consumption, and that annoying engine ping under load. What's the solution? Well, it's engine decarbon treatment. You have two options: chemical cleaning or professional walnut blasting. For chemical cleaning, use a quality engine decarbon spray. Remove the intake hose or find a vacuum line. Spray the cleaner directly into the intake while the engine runs at around 2,000 RPM. The cleaner vaporizes, softening carbon deposits that get blown out through the exhaust. For severe buildup, especially on direct injection engines, professional walnut blasting is the gold standard. A technician uses walnut shells blasted at high pressure to scrub carbon off intake valves without damaging metal surfaces. It's more expensive, usually $300 to $500, but it completely restores lost performance. Well, when should you decarbon your engine? The best time to do this is every 30,000 to 50,000 miles for direct injection engines, or whenever you notice symptoms. After treatment, your engine breathes freely again. Throttle response sharpens, power returns, fuel economy improves, and that rough idle smooths out. Well, there you have it. 5 proven methods to make your engine run like new again without spending thousands at the dealership. These aren't complicated repairs. They're simple maintenance steps that most people ignore until it's too late. But now you know better. Spend a few hours and less than $100 and you'll add years to your engine's life while getting better performance every single day. If this video helped you, hit the like button, drop your questions in the comments, and subscribe for more no-nonsense automotive tips that actually work. Your engine will thank you. Also, check out our video here on how you can protect yourself from car scams targeted at unsuspecting drivers like yourself. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you at the next one.